Alright, hello guys, welcome to the stream. Back with yet more Pathfinder. Last where we left off, we were about to go hunt down that dragon that bullied us earlier. Since Mr. Greyboar wanted it done fast, I figured it's better to get to it sooner rather than later. Might influence some events in the future. First though, let's give him some mythic ranks. So he's a... Wait, no, that's not you. He's a Slayer, so he's got a bunch of studied target points, and some sneak attack, and some sneak attack boosting stuff. So I'm gonna grab defensive study for the first mythic rank. Oh, hey Alpha, thanks for the raid. Did you end up failing that last run at Mega Man? So yeah, we'll grab defensive study to get our studied target bonus to AC as well, so you can tank a bit better. We might turn him into one-handed and shield with shield bash later rather than using two weapons, but we'll see. Yeah, I tried to make the camera unobtrusive, Nitro. We'll grab, for second mythic rank, we'll grab 2-weapon fighting mythic, so get rid of those attack penalties. And for the third one, probably Thundering Blow, so he does some damage even on a miss. Yeah, I've just gotten really tiny. Alright, so with that, let's head over to Grimwood, which should be where the dragon is. Might have to rest on the way. We will get fatigued eventually. Looks like that food buff lasted for a while. Okay, random encounter. We'll have to rest before the dragon anyway, I think so. If there is a combat here, we will buff up for it. Oh, well, never mind. Dragon came to us. That's a bit of a problem. And it's gonna get its turn second. So, if it fire breathes at us, it's gonna be very painful, so I'll try to scatter, at least a little bit. Maybe it'll go for Mr. Greyboar. Nope, did not go for Mr. Greyboar. Okay. Well, most of it missed, but a few of us got hit pretty bad. So... cut its mirror image. Now it will fly away after a few rounds of combat. But we do need to try and survive until then. So Lan, why don't you use no protection from evil, get us better saves and AC, and then just keep on scattering. And can we cast a... we need to get over here-ish, so we can cast an extended haste that hits everybody. And I could cast Resist Fire Communal, but it is only gonna give us 20. Hang on. Isn't this supposed to scale up at some point? Does it just energy scale up? As you gain levels? I thought it did. It does. Yeah, well, it's... does the communal version not? Or is the description just... oh, there we go. It doesn't show on the tooltip there. Okay, yeah, there we go. So we'll get 20 points of resistance, which is, considering it was hitting us for like 80 to 100 with the fire breath, wouldn't do that much. Although, if we add protection from fire on top of it, then that's a little bit better. It will take a turn or two for it to regain that. Yeah, 1 level off of 30 right now. This won't hit Ember or the Dino that's already down, but it'll hit most of us, so better than nothing. Your will saves are high enough that you won't be slumbered. Evil Eye effects will save. Blindness is Fortitude. It's only DC 19. So with Ember, if we can, we'll try to Racking Ray. But we'll probably miss. Yeah. Missed the concealment. Resistances don't stack, but yeah, and this is Pathfinder 1. Resistance don't stack, but resist energy spell gets higher value as it gains caster levels. Alright, well, let's hope it can... Alright, we can't make it prone, but the cat can at least try to hit and miss every time. Our own dragon. Over there and Sonic Blast it. I think Camellia will just try and drown it in skeletons. The more targets we have, the better. That should also enable Grey Boar to get some sneak attacks in on it. And get the studied target bonus.
Simply business.
Oh, I moved him too far and he only got 1 attack rather than the 5. That's unfortunate. Best way... Oh, right, yes. I can try Icy Prisoning it. It has low reflex saves, so... but we failed to overcome spell resistance. Too bad. Oh yeah, the cat is dead. That's too bad. Well, Animal Companions dying isn't the worst thing ever. So prayer, everybody. We're mostly just trying to survive here. Oh yeah, remove fear would have been pretty good to have as well, actually. Ember's running away. Ivu can get in the back there. Alright. Oh, this is the one difference I have from core difficulty is that I turned on Death's Door, so I don't have to do quite as much reloading, because it's gonna be saves a little time for the stream if I don't have to reload every time someone dies, because resurrecting people is very expensive.
We will win this war.
So this is core difficulty except
Things right.
deaths turned into Death's Door. Well, for the first death anyway. Just don't die. Yeah, I suppose it is that easy. I don't need to buff these guys right now. We'll just take our rest here. We're pretty close to the... Actually, no. We'll go back to the world map. We'll travel until midnight. Because then we get our refreshed Crusade map stuff, and then we'll take a rest to heal up and head for the dragon. Darren asked for an audience. Well, we are not at headquarters right now. Nothing new to do with these, but our buildings have gotten completed. Well, most of them anyway. So I'm not sure how exactly I'm supposed to upgrade my units now that I have the archery range built. I'm sure we'll get to that eventually. Looks like you don't actually do anything to upgrade the building itself. Yeah. If you're not familiar with the system and don't want to challenge, then you shouldn't be playing on core. Absolutely. I haven't had too many terrible fights, but still, my characters are fairly well built overall. Now, let's see the next army battle, and also these army battles are system has quite a bit of bullshit. It's still very unbalanced. Oh yeah, you will end up doing a lot of saves coming with this. Just Scorching Ray these things to death. Oh wait, you had 3 of them there. Ah, I should have fireballed. I didn't... The damn log doesn't go low enough. I didn't see those guys there. And you apparently are quite tanky. You seem to have a lot of damage reduction. What are you anyways? Mariliths? DR5. And how much HP? Oh, right click doesn't give you their stats. It just heals up an attack just like left click. 296 hit points, a lot of that. Okay, so... I think I'll wait for these dead guys to come closer, and then hopefully we can get a fireball for 3 guys. Can you do anything to Mariliths with that? Well, you can kind of start beating them up. But we are taking quite a bit of losses, and that lack of the fireball right away was a big problem there. But this is gonna help things. Should probably just Scorching Ray this thing as well. Now we can probably finish the combat without taking too many losses to overcome our infirmary. It's not just to get that the game was developed by Russians. It's a lot of it was developed by Russians who used to work at Nival, who made Heroes 5. So the Crusade combat is a home clone, but a very budget one, unfortunately. Could have used a little more time in development. It's not. The game tells you at some point. It's not the amount of troops. It's like the. It calculates like a cost per unit. So more expensive units take more infirmary points to heal up a single one-off. I'm not sure how exactly it's calculated, but you can recover far more cheap units than you can expensive units. Okay, we get a Deadly Toll. +4 Scythe with a +4 bonus to crit hit confirmation rolls. Not particularly exciting. If I was using Scythes, I'd much rather use the one with the guaranteed AoE damage on every hit. Yeah, I doubt its health. I assume it's just like based on their like purchasing cost. Speaking of which, did we get new... No, we did not get new troops this week. I'm also not sure how I'm supposed to upgrade the archers to a new type now that I have the building for it. Should be able to take out another army as well. But not with those auto-resolve results. You have 15 vows, 15 of those things, and 400 cultists. I think if I nuke these with one Scorching Ray, that's all I'm gonna have to do spellcasting wise. Which will free up... Well, means we don't waste too much energy on this. Military Council rank upgrades, right. Let's work on those then. No, they actually made it all the way there. Well, they're gonna die anyway. Clerics are okay. If you have one stack that you need to beat up with them on, that is evil, so you can actually make use of the Smite Evil, then they're pretty decent. Otherwise, they're kind of weak. These tour swamps, or so many Sarkonian traders, had once operated, were then occupied by mud demons. Now they're safe again, and Tar can now be drawn from their depths to serve needs of builders, alchemists, and tanners. Plus 10 material points. We got a strength 9 demon army, which, well, we can try that. Oh, even the auto resolve would win this for me, but we're not going to rely on that. Now the question is, ooh, please stay there. Oh yes. So 2 to 17 of these, 3 to 24 of these, 10 to 82 of. Oh, that's a lot of you guys. Yeah, I'm not so convinced that we can do this. We can try, but... Nah, okay, not with 7 energy left, yeah. If we had full energy, we could nuke that fight down over a couple of turns, but not happening with our current reserves. Well, the auto-resolve often is a little less capable than my troops. I didn't realize we had a level up as well. Oh, Master of Maneuver 2. Yes. A guaranteed ability to summon elementals. 3 plus power, so that's gonna summon me a stack of like 40 elementals of one type. Probably still works worse than Scorching Ray, but we will be taking Master of Maneuver 2. And now we'll actually be able to grab a new unit type to add to the army once we're in, well, back by the capital. There's a lot of really high level fights there, so we should probably pull back a little. I guess we could bring like these champions actually in there to reinforce that stack. Too bad there's no path directly through here. It wasn't a champion stack that way. They're probably my strongest single stack right now. You don't have anywhere to explore left. You don't really have anywhere to explore right now. I guess you can check the rest of this area. Not that I... Oh, hello. Okay, so there was a place for grabbing reagents here that we never discovered last time we were around here. Alright, with that, let's head for Greenwood. Yeah, punch very hard, but don't don't last very long. Alright, so the dragon fight is gonna be fairly difficult. We should probably grab proper food for it. +1 bonus to attack rolls. 1.5 temporary hit points per level. +10 movement speed bonus. We can boost all skill checks. We can boost all saving throws. I mean, honestly, that thing does have fairly high AC, so I might just take the attack rolls. 15 temporary HP wouldn't be dreadful either. We'll take the attack rolls. It'll also give Camellia some buff, although I'm not sure what exactly. Oh, wait, that didn't change the food, did it? I think I need to commit to it. And you must believe in something apart from gold. Don't deny it. Of course I do. I believe in Norgorber. So my answer was not improved. My answer has not improved your opinion of me. This was the wrong food, wasn't it? Oh yeah. Actually, I'll just reload that. I don't like the way the interface just lets you like select a new thing and then it doesn't prompt you at all that you need to actually look it in. So you do camouflage. You should still be on alchemy. And actually change the food. There we go.
Sela, a ball gown would suit you very nicely. Or any dress.
Are you kidding? All that lace on me? It'd be like putting a saddle on a sow. It'd be enough to make the cats laugh.
Alright. Let's see about taking on that dragon. I would assume that we get some sort of assistance to doing it here, but maybe I'm wrong. Just gonna see is find a suitable place for an ambush, right? Because the whole point was that we are going to ambush it, so presumably we'll have some sort of advantage. Unless that advantage is just that we prevent it from flying away, which, well, so far has been the only thing that saved our lives. Okay, there's a campfire there and nothing else. Is this gonna take so long that I can't buff beforehand? Greybor meticulously scans the surrounding area and appears pleased with the result. Down-like hooks of several collapsible spikes protrude from his pack. Over here, this is where we'll set up an ambush for the dragon. Let's light as many fires as we can, so she thinks there's a whole caravan staying here overnight. Overnight? Oh no. You can be sure she won't resist such easy prey. I do know there are some mean, angry dragons around. Some of them even want to eat the small, nice ones, or so I heard. I'll fight like a beast, even growl like one too. How do you plan to lure the red dragon here? We'll act as a group of careless foragers, ordinary hunters looking for wild game, to provision the Crusader army. Let's go out hunting, then we'll hang the carcass up on hooks to clean and gut them. Easy prey. There's that stench, frog's eye, some herb from Magnimar used as seasoning. Heat of the fire will cause the smell to rise up in the air. Dragon will surely catch our scent and take interest. Okay. Well,
You can trust me.
assuming this is gonna take a couple of hours, I guess the only buffs we really want to cast would be like mage armors and Camellia's 24-hour buffs.
Ready to serve.
This war must end.
Didn't you have immunity to fire? Oh no, you have fire resistance 30. Oh, but Sela has immunity to fire from the curse. Isn't that right? Could be here somewhere. Wait, no. Oh, there it is. Hold on, yeah. Immunity to fire. Now, she doesn't have immunity to claw, but that's still something. Magical vestments also lasts 1 hour per level. Now, okay, well let's see how long this actually delays us. I assume this is going to tell us how much time passes. Okay, 7 hours 25 minutes. And then the dragon shows up. And okay, so we have the option of buffing here. If she's not gonna fly away, that's fine then.
The road awaits.
You're ambushing the dragon, having prepared in advance and having no fear. +8 circumstance bonus to initiative rolls, and a +8 circumstance bonus to all saving throws against fear effects. Well, it's not an attack bonus, but it'll still help quite a bit.
I wonder.
So, not resist fire communal. Want protection from fire communal. Your regular buffs. Who needs to hit through? I mean, she uses displacement, right? Probably. She has some sort of concealment. I think it's displacement. So
Practice.
now Grey Boar's pick has this just lowest DR, right? Yeah. Speaking of, what's your DR? DR 15 exceptions magic. Okay, we'll be overcoming that with everyone. Well, I don't have anybody casting snowballs, so that's not an option.
I like you.
I think I might give Ember the True Sight, because if she can hit a few racking rays on it, I guess she still has to overcome the spell resistance, which is 30. If she could land a couple of racking rays, that would be pretty great, but it's probably not happening, so... maybe we'll just give it to Camellia. She's gonna have Bane and other buffs. Oh yeah, are you vulnerable to cold? Yes. So we'll want Camellia to be using her cold enchantment for the weapon. And yeah, so True Sight yourself. Actually, I can True Sight 2 people by using the using the object bond to get one of those back. So if we do you, then I guess we do Lan as well. He puts out a lot of damage. Plan is to run in and hit it hard. Pretty much. I mean, it's gonna work, I'm sure. Should I strength enlarge you? It's gonna make you easier to hit. But it is also gonna make you do a little more damage and hit more often. Alright, this armor, full strength to those who need it. Are you wearing a... yeah, he's wearing a +4 belt already.
On me.
I think you hit with strength, right? Yeah, no weapon finesse. Wait, did I give you a belt as well? Yeah, it's just +2, so you will benefit from bull strength.
A bright future awaits us.
I guess I'll give it to Dino as well, although it's probably just gonna die instantly. We already have a bless up. Don't think we want to enlarge anyone else. Shield of Fates for everybody. Strength is way higher, so she's going to swing strength even if she doesn't have finesse. Well, oh yeah, right, because finesse isn't. It doesn't force you to use. Actually, I thought in this one or Kingmaker it was implemented so that it forces you to use strength or use dexterity even if your strength is higher. But I could be misremembering that. Crusader's Edge does nothing for us here. So this is not an outsider. Don't think it's gonna poison us in any way. Unbreakable Heart gives a morale bonus.
I hear the voice of the spirits.
All ears.
I have remove fear on someone.
We will win this war. No reason to pause.
Yeah, remove fear gives also a morale bonus. So no need to stack Unbreakable Heart on top of that.
Trust in yourself.
Don't think we're gonna need Death Wards, but we definitely want heroisms. Yeah, the character sheet on the dragon is not very comprehensive. Alright, reduce persons for you. Use a macro, yeah. For most of the time you don't really want to be buffing up this much, or you'll buff up this much for like a large area where you're then gonna spend like 10 plus minutes fighting. It could definitely use a way of just applying set buffs all at once, without having to do this every time. But that's unfortunately not available.
Let us bide our time.
Okay, you buff yourself with intelligence. I think he's gonna have True Sight anyway, but use that blur regardless. Oh, and you had the extend on still. Shouldn't have had that on, but whatever. Pop those. Could pop some summons as well before the fight. I'm not sure how this Song of Heroic Resolve, how long this lasts and how long. Well, I guess I'll pop that before we go in. Align weapon isn't going to be required, but we might as well magic weapon. Get a little bit more juice out of these guys. I don't think this works on... Does this work on animal companions? Well, you should spend your... Does my Divine Favor not have a description? Pretty sure this used to have a spell description. Guess screwed over by the patch. The Azada Bless. You mean Bit of Fun? Oh no, you mean the Song of Heroic Resolve. I will be popping that. Modded adds auto buffing? Yeah, I might look into that. Protection from Evil Communal.
Open your heart to me.
Buff your weapons. Cast the Cave of Wasps.
Soot is restless. I wonder
Cast
why.
an extended haste. Actually, I could start with Elemental Wall Cold. Probably want to try Icy Person first, though. If you can lock it down with that, then that's gonna be huge. Cast Bless from your Azata book. Oh, right, we do have an Azata spellbook as well. Once of its own cast limit per day. Yeah, but I already had Camellia cast a 24-hour Bliss, so there's no need to stack those. Hang on, did they fix this? Oh, they did fix this. I can finally use Dismiss Spell, even though I'm a Thassilonian wizard. This used to be blocked because it's technically an abjuration cantrip.
This war must end.
The odds are
Pretty
against
sure
us.
that's everything we're gonna be doing here. Yeah, you should Divine Favor yourself. Although I think it might not stack with some other stuff. Maybe it does. Alright, let's do this.
I shall not fail.
Start off with Elemental Wall Cold, I suppose. Is the dragon not on top of it? Alright, well, start off with Ice Prison.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Fails to overcome spell resistance. Oh well, it was a good shot. Bane Weapon, Perfect Strike. Just take your one shot since I'm not ready to take anything more. Let the dragon run over there. It did not take anything from... Nothing happened with the elemental wall. I thought it would be in the AoE, but I'm not sure what went on there. Can't quite hit a racking ray on it. So just scatter, so we don't take too much from a breath weapon. You can charge on in there, get in its face. Oh, actually I should have used prayer as well. Oh, too late for that now. You can run on the other side of the wall, shouldn't take too much damage from it. In hindsight I should have also cast Resist Energy Cold. But I didn't. Your weapon buffs are up, so just pop some skeletons. Dino can get over there and maybe act as bait. Paper can study it. Alright, and now we can start actually blasting.
You won't survive me.
I don't think it got displacement up either. Trying to ambush me, you pathetic parasites, you brought this upon yourself. Yourselves. Yeah, I guess if we can nuke it down before it gets displacement up, that's will work out much better. If you get there and then blast with the breath attack. Now you're gonna hit the dino anyway. Well, we don't really care about the dino, its stats are garbage. Ember. Give that racking ray a try. Fails to overcome spell resistance. Of course she does. She does need to roll a 16 for that, unfortunately. Well, our cold stuff is pretty much... Well, I was gonna say our cold spells are depleted, but we do have... Silver Dragon's Breath. Which is a cold cone. So, again, we're gonna hit the dino. Do that. That fails to overcome spell resistance. Smite it. We could try to Dazzling Display to shake it, but let's just try and hit it instead. No trip attempts, at least successful ones. I should have activated just Divine Power. Not too late now. Yeah, I could also go with Magic Missiles. Not untrue. Alright, Greyboar, let's see what your studied bonuses can do here. Well, you'll regret this, I'll remember you, and we'll meet again, I promise. Just gonna walk away. After her. Track down the dragon. Okay, shouldn't have run through that.
Together, we
Where's my resist cold communal? So, left behind a trail of blood, the bounty hunter can use to find her trail.
Let's head out.
Oh boy. Are we gonna have to do all that buffing again? Oh, maybe not. The ground is covered in fresh dragon blood and deep claw marks. The winged silhouette roars high up in the sky and heads east, doubtless towards the lair. The assassin gives the commander a thumbs up and throws his pack over his shoulder. The ambush was a success. Serious loss of blood, though not fatal, causes the dragon's heart to compensate by contracting more rapidly in order to oxygenate the muscles. This makes it more difficult for her to breathe and weakens her breathing capacity. Lack of oxygen then leads to convulsive seizures that force the dragon to descend for short rests. Takes the entire night to travel the distance she would normally cover in a few hours. Uh-huh. So we go where? You said there's a trail. Well, where does that trail lead? And what is this? New location? There's... hang on, you have the... There's a full world map somewhere, right? Where's that button? That doesn't show anything about locations. Crimson Dust? No? Like, I mean, there is a new location here. It's kind of hard to tell apart from other new locations. Body Trail New Dresden? Oh, there. Okay. 20 hours of travel. Nice. Or we could use teleportation to get straight to Dresden and go from there, which probably makes more sense. Let's see. If we're going back to Dresden, we should look at all this stuff as well. Small crevice opened in the middle of Dresden, within a sickly old man. Tiny sickly old man climbed out, coughing heavily. He introduced himself as a spirit of the Sarkorian land and thanked the Crusaders for their struggle. Wishes to help the Crusaders, offering the commander a choice. You can either open up the metal deposits that sleep beneath the earth, not far from the fortress, or grow lush forest on top of them where wild game will make its home. So... Material points income increased by 5 for 30 days. All units gained a robust feat. 2% bonus to maximum HP. With everything he can. 100 material points and health feat. Take care of the spirit. 3 earth elementals are recruited in the commander's headquarters. I mean, 2% extra max HP for my units seems extremely tiny. In fact, for most units, it's not going to be a lot of units, it's not going to be even a single point of HP. I mean, this is what? 150 materials? That's a few thousand, like, that's a couple thousand gold. Yeah, 150 materials over 30 days, but like, it doesn't cost me very much. I have to go into the city to actually look at it. What does it cost me to buy 150 materials? It's like, that's under 4,000 gold. So... I think I'm just gonna take care of the spirit. I don't know if this is gonna lead into some hidden effect afterwards. Probably not, but I'll go for this anyway. At least it gives me good boy points. Not that I am lacking those. Yeah, the effects aren't. None of the effects are that great, so just go for the good guy points. Poor spirit was sick and weak. The wound had been poisoning him for decades. Commander gave him shelter in the camp. For 3 Crusaders, where the spirit took his last breath soon afterwards. Later on, lesser spirits arrived there to honor his memory and join the Crusaders. Right, so we need to go to Dresden to answer the audience. We'll teleport to Dresden. Go in, manage our handle our business here, and then rest up and head after the dragon, I guess. And get to enjoy buffing up again. Probably won't need quite as many buffs if it is as weekend as it was before. Yeah, that's it, Baz. A Khalid in a well-worn travel robe with a deep hood offers you a respectful bow. His voice is quiet and emotionless. Greetings, Commander. To be granted an audience with a figure of such importance is a great honor. Your victories have impressed and inspired me, which is why I wish to do my part for the Crusader struggle. Who are you? Velg. I'm a Khalid. My lineage dates back to the Sarkonian clans. Great-great-grandfather, blah blah blah. Sure, how do you plan to help? Gathering documents on Sarkoris. Fate of the clan is not important right now. What's important is that thanks to certain ancient maps, I've been able to pinpoint the location of their settlement. If you go there, you'll be able to verify my findings. If you happen to find a weapon that can help you fight the demons, it will bring you satisfaction and pride. What kind of weapon were they working on? Pure speculation. An odd way of speaking. I'm a scholar. I know how to speak through manuscripts. Execute this wretch. Sure, we'll put the information to good use. Alright, Darren, what's up? Our crusade? In favorable circumstances, a man can't allow himself to wallow in gloom and despondency. What a man can do is look on the bright side of the whole situation and change his circumstances as much as possible. What brings you to me? I wish to make a donation to the crusade cause. Do you now? I did have to give the revenue from my estate a good shake-up and send a few couriers scurrying about, but in the end I managed to acquire a couple of decent items. Wand of Fox Pustules and Wand of Ray of Sickening. Great, thanks. You can sense your own agenda in your choice of gifts. Clever. I thought of you while selecting these gifts, and now I must beg your forgiveness and bid you farewell. By the way, take a closer look at my gifts. You may find something special in there. No? Huh. Well, Darren's Manor did have a lock that we couldn't open at the time. So we might need to use the key there. But that is a bit out of the way for now. We do want to go back there later, but not right now. Didn't we have a second ring? I only have one ring slot filled. Oh, it was that thing that I figured I didn't need anymore afterwards. Well, I suppose if I am going to ice prison the dragon, I should try to get it with that. I don't really have any other rings. I do have the Magician's Ring, but we're not really casting illusions or using UMD.
Let us be careful.
So, with that, I guess we just rest and then head for the dragon. It's a shame about all the buffing, but the game doesn't really give us much of a choice. At least this lets me, when I already had the right food. We'll keep going with that one then.
If people's appearance reflected their inner life, no one would leave the house without a mask. And nobles wouldn't leave without a cloak concealing their entire body.
I wouldn't say your appearance reflects your mind. If that were true, you'd be the size of a mouse.
Alright. Oh. Hello, Darren. Where's there a hot tub in my apartment? Ah, my dear Commander, you're just in time. Took the liberty of looking after your well-being and have prepared everything you need for a relaxing bath. Bathing for pleasure is most therapeutic indeed and is essential for healing rest. For healing rest and sound sleep. Now we're clearly on Darren's romance path, but I think we'd rather romance the succubus. And I'm not sure I would assume that going down one path is going to lock you out of the others at some point. It's that sweet smell, herbs from mountain meadows. Is he going to be taking the bath with me? Well, your attempts to please me are commendable. You may continue your efforts. Next to your outsized ego, my self-regard seem almost modest. I find that adorable. It's time for me to go. I shall leave you alone with this vessel of bliss. You could stay. I'll make the most of your gift. Yeah, I get the impression, but we'll not go for that. Come on, did I not get any kind of buff from the bath? No, that's just disappointing. 1742. Well, we should get to the dragon probably before the end of the day. Or near the end of the day anyway, so no sense waiting in town. We'll just do some crusade management once it turns midnight, which it just did. Do we have any recruitment available? No, not yet. We do have... I can grab these clerics. They're fairly cheap for the first stack. I could grab the duelists, but... These are prestige, like, you won't be able to recruit these guys, right? Let's see. My military rank... Well, I could rank up my military, actually. Can I? We're still working on orders to Irbeth. Or did I rank up my... I should have military rank up available, but I apparently don't. Not sure what's up with that. But I assume once I get that, I'll be able to upgrade some of these. What I should do is... Let's see. What... I probably don't need a teleportation circle there very much, but like Gloomy Gorge is quite a ways away, so that would be a good place for a teleportation circle early on. Maybe Stone Maze? Ideally something over here. So I'll start building Gloomy Gorge up to 3 buildings, so we have our... Okay, so we have the supply center, because we can upgrade this once we have 3 buildings here. So we'll grab the Garrison Archer range, which will boost our main Archer range's recruitment by 25%, and a Garrison Barracks, which will boost our footman production. So in 2 days this will be upgradable. I suppose I could be building those archery things everywhere. How much do these cost? 180 and 72. Well, we'll build the rest of them later. Because our armies are still doing fine for now. Other than that, there's nothing to do here, so... What about army management? There's 3 earth elementals we don't need for anything. These clerics... And those champions. And the clerics down here. Clerics? Fine with that stack. We'll leave the paladins behind because we don't really need them. Merge a couple of these stacks and send them out of town so they're not in the way. And you guys are gonna try and catch up to the main army. Yeah, there's a lot of... There's too many loading screens for the building stuff, definitely. I wish they'd just let you build from this interface directly. I guess you do have to load this actual model for... because there's adjacency stuff and limited slots, but... would prefer if they found a better way to do that. We can probably beat this, but I don't know what this general is going to cast. No. Right. Never mind then. We could beat that if we got initiative, because we could just drop a fireball on them. But if they get the first go, that's too many casualties. Not sure about this demon army. They look pretty strong. What are you? Okay, you're not that strong. You're not that strong. You? Headhunters. Range. Masterwork Javelin. Will one stack off. Okay, there go our archers. Still potentially survivable. Need to blow you up. Oh, this is very, very heroes. If I move in there, those guys are gonna attack me. The bows aren't really the biggest problem here. Why can't you move in? Well, just do that then. Oh right, the acid throw from these guys is slowing you down. That's my entire infirmary size gone. Our losses shouldn't be massive from this. Nah, they're gonna be too severe. It's gonna drag on for a while longer. He said retreat. That's to be expected with a strength 9 army, I suppose. But we're kinda running out of easy prey. Well, I guess there's more stuff up north. We just have to head quite a bit backward, or try and take this fortress, which would make a good position for another teleport gate if we teleportation circle if we can take this. Okay, it doesn't instantly blow up all our stuff. Those archers are gonna hit for a lot. I would have preferred to go first, because then I would have gotten a massive fireball in here, but still, I'm gonna hit 3 things. I assume these guys are immune. They do deal quite a bit of damage to our archers. Okay, looks like we can get another big fireball off next turn. This might still be a little too much. If we had Cure Wound spell, we could easily do this, but I still haven't been able to grab Cure. So... I think I am gonna have to... Yeah, no, we're not gonna make it through this without going casualty capped, and well above that. We are gonna need our reinforcements and probably a weekly stack of recruits still to be able to take these on, or maybe another level for the commander. If we get Cure Wounds at any point, then most of this stuff will be easy to steamroll. But we haven't gotten it yet. With that, the reinforcements are out of movement, you're out of movement. We handled everything on the management layer. So let's finally go grab that dragon. If we can find where we... There we go. Dark splotches of dried blood are visible on the ground. Its foul, pungent scent awakens the predatory instinct of the hunt. Everything nearby is splattered in blood, as if battle took place here, or someone slaughtered a herd of goats. Yet this blood belongs to neither human nor goat. Its sulphurous odor indicates that it is the blood of a rare fire-breathing dragon. Injured and exhausted, the fleeing dragon stopped here to rest. The commander decides to ask the assassin for advice. Dwarf points confidently to the south. The dragon's lair is hidden somewhere along the mountain gorges. Oh, right. Need to keep going, huh? Presumably down? Yeah. Manor and her followers are traversing the mountains, trying to track down the female woundworm. It has lately been wreaking havoc through Drayland. Dwarf leading the party approaches the edge of the cliff and points down to the ruins of a tower built upon the rock 300 feet below. Its very existence raises a number of questions. Who would dare to build a tower here so close to demons? I mean, it probably was built before the demons. How would they erect it here at the bottom of the canyon? Numerous features of the design indicate the building dates back to the golden age of the Aslanti Empire. It's several times older than the World Wound, was originally constructed on top of a mountain before the Cataclysm changed everything. Ancient ruins have been abandoned for ages. The tower would have remained hidden had the commander's party not discovered it by following the trail of blood. Dwarf signals it's time to descend. The alpine path leading to the tower soon splits in two directions. On the left is a rocky ledge, dangerously narrow and visibly unstable. On the right is a broad path, covered in overgrown brambles and thickets. There are many poisonous plants in these mountains, some which are so dangerous that merely touching them can lead to numerous adverse reactions. These include, but are not limited to, migraines, disorienting, vomiting, hearing, and vision loss, paralysis, and even death. Commander assesses the risk, and we'll take the steep path. So, send her most careful and intelligent companion to lead the way. So we can't fail the skill check. Statistics show that mountains often prove to be more cunning and cruel than those who seek to conquer them. Even places that seem harmless may in fact prove highly dangerous. However, you do not make a single mistake as you skillfully navigate the most dangerous sections of the path. Path comes to an abrupt end. A recent rock slide has destroyed this section of the trail, leaving behind only a few footholds for those brave enough to attempt the crossing. Commander's allies hastily tie themselves together with rope, hoping to prevent a fall if anyone loses their footing. The dwarf silently indicates his mountaineering equipment. If they choose to climb down the mountain cliff, they will be able to get back onto the path and avoid dangers ahead. Commander orders the strongest of her companions to lead the party's descent down the sheer cliff. Job, Lan. Yes, this takes place in the Kingmaker world. This takes place some time after the events of Kingmaker. Not very long after the events of Kingmaker, but it doesn't like load your save file or anything. And it is in a fairly... well, it's not that distant, but it's still like a couple of kingdoms over from where Kingmaker happens. Assisted by their training and combat experience, the party climbs down slowly and steadily. You do not panic or make a single mistake, as you skillfully lead your followers through the treacherous terrain. Eventually, they reach a secure rock ledge. With a cry of warning, the dwarf points to the sky. Giant birds of prey circle ominously overhead. Their beak morphology indicates their carnivorous nature, and their large size suggests that they consider the commander and her companions to be prospective prey. It's common for them to fling their quarry against the cliffs and then feed on the carcasses. With ear-piercing shrieks, they swoop into formation and dive down to attack. You give order to... Damn, my lore nature isn't that great. I guess Lan's gonna have to roll high again. Deal with the leader of the flock at all costs. Good job, Lan. The party overcomes every obstacle and finally descends to the ruined tower. The mountain has been conquered and no one has fallen victim to its treachery. Now they secretly approach the unsuspecting dragon, stealthily making their way through the surrounding rocks. After leading them to the tower, the dwarf gives his newfound allies a nod of respect and signals for caution. Alright. Oh, who built this here? Oh. Hello? Oh, it's Mr. Storyteller, finally. I have a lot of things to talk to you about. Let's try and get as close as we can to Dragon without making any noise, then we'll take it by surprise. Dragon looms over an old elf, her vicious teeth bared in an angry snarl. You recognize his face. He's called the Storyteller. I know you're in league with those little parasites who wounded me. They sent you to spy on me. They thought I would crave the crunch of your old bones. They were wrong. Always had a special liking for the taste of elven flesh. What can you offer me in exchange for your pathetic life? Perhaps I won't kill you if you manage to impress me. 4 years later? Yeah. Sounds about right. Didn't take a look at the dates or anything. His stories. Stories are all I have, but some of them are priceless, more valuable than any treasure. This I can offer in payment. Stay quiet and wait for the right moment to attack. I have a peculiar item on me. Its precious owner was quite sinister, so I think you'll appreciate this story. Storyteller produces a small bundle from his back and opens it to reveal a golden signet ring. As he holds it up on his shaking hands, the old man's voice suddenly changes. His tone grows shrill and angry, taking an exaggerated quality as if doing a mocking imitation of someone else. Everything in this throne room is so cheap and vulgar. Jamandi Aldori knows nothing about luxury, another sorry provincial excuse for an aristocrat. Yet I still must bow my head and smile politely at these sword-wagging hall-fits. These poor souls have never known anything more luxurious in their life than this rural parody of a palace. I must convince them that I am at their mercy. Ha! Soon they will all beg me for mercy, but I'll see that they're given none, or my name isn't Tertuccio. And look at these foolish idiots who want to become a baron. What a parade of louts. A whining, bumbling boor, more beard than face, who drones on and on. An insolent, unwashed wench carrying around a little gardening tool as her weapon of choice. An undead sadist carrying an endless amount of emotional baggage from her childhood. She's actually alright, to be fair. But as for infuriating halfling who never shuts up... Okay, so this is actually directly about the event of Kingmaker, right? Probably. Sounds about it. I don't remember Tertuccio himself, but that sounded like some of my party members. How I long to take that little journal of hers and shove it into her blabbering mouth so she'll choke on it and be quiet. A worthless creature who clings like a limpet to someone far more important, my greatest rival, a dark horse. Well, consider this entire performance dedicated to you. The story is boring, let me tell you something way more interesting. I will continue to wait for the right moment. Man, how is your stealth so garbage? What, you again? Sent this miserable old dotard to distract me with his chatter while he sneak up on me?
Be careful.
Right, I do want to see where this story goes, so... I guess we'll heroism... Just heroism?
I'm your blade.
Something else we can...
I shall not fail.
Can you have the ring for like +5? Wait. You have... Oh no, that's perception trickery. You have nothing for, to boost your stealth with. No, you get +3 from the cloak. You just don't have that many ranks in stealth. And neither do you. And 12, because that's 15. Okay, so we can actually have Greyboar. Well, we'd have to take his armor off for him to be better at it. We can't cast effortless armor on someone else either. Oh, the gnome! I remember the gnome, yeah. That guy. I guess you don't have a dex bonus yet, so if we give you +4
A bright future awaits.
dex, except we don't have a
We should prepare.
cat's grace on anybody right now.
All ears.
I wonder why.
Good.
I can give you +2 dex from belt. And then pop heroisms. I guess we can just pop them on everybody right now. I assume I'll have to fight directly after the dialogue. All the Pathfinder modules not only take place in the same world, but the point in which they're released is when the conclusion of them is added to the timeline to be defeated by a group of adventurers. So in the space of 10 years in the lore, loads and loads of threats pop up and are dealt with by other people. Yeah, makes sense. And you want your campaign world to, or most of your adventure paths to take place roughly at the same time, so people find the setting more familiar. Alright, so I assume I'll have to buff up again if I go here, or I'll have to fight it at the end of this, and I should have buffed up for that. But we'll see what happens here if we succeed these checks. This night will be long and bloody. The mercenaries will storm the palace and kill this useless rabble, hopefully starting with all my rivals. But they won't touch me, for I possess a token of immunity. A ring with King Iroveddi's personal coat of arms. After all, it is I who must lead the expedition to the stolen lands. Not for stupid titles or glory, oh no. Imagine becoming that fool Jamande's bootlicker until the end of your life. No, my precious witless little soldiers will procure something a lot more valuable than a parony in the middle of nowhere. Something precious hidden in the stolen lands, a wooden sword created by someone who was truly powerful, nothing like the pathetic scraps of metal worn by these pompous Eldori simpletons. No, it is a true instrument of faith. It's a pity I don't know how to use it myself, but King Iroveddi will pay me an obscene amount of money for it, fortune enough for an eternity of endless debauchery. Not to mention the little bonus he'll give me for Jamande's venture collapsing like a house of cards. Merely a trifle, really. He only buys you a palace in Absalom, and then... Oh, Calistria. This stinkpot with a sword has started flapping her jaws again. Why can't she just shut up? Her manners are worse than a kobold's. Be careful now, Tertuccio. Don't let anything slip about Jamandi. I hope this loudmouth gets stabbed tonight. It's not like you're being kept prisoner. If you don't want to wait, you can always return to the mountains. Blah, blah, blah. Dragon keeps quiet. Finally she speaks, her voice loud and demanding. How interesting. What happened next? She's thinking, she's distracted. Attack now. Alright, well, let's get those buffs up then.
Rely on
Always
me.
be ready for the worst.
I don't think we're gonna need absolutely everything. Wait, why did I magic? Ah. Probably shouldn't have buffed the casters with magic weapon. And I shouldn't buff land with barbs.
What's on your mind? I wonder.
That there. So true seeing for
It should work.
Lan and Amelia. So your stuff done. Here we'll grab resist cold communal just in case I put down the wall again. Climatic vest and shield yourself. Strength on the ones that actually benefit from strength. Alright, he doesn't actually need it. I just can't. The dragon does though. Just buff the most important melees with shield. That should be roughly everything there. Oh yeah. Resist fear.
You're a good person. I like you.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
We should move.
There. There.
A
Pop
bright
that.
future awaits us.
Pop that.
Open your heart to me.
That. Pop that. That.
Meditate on your mistakes. It might make you feel better. I'm curious.
And with that, we should be good to go. Right, let's succeed these stealth checks again. I said let's succeed these stealth checks again. And we'll attack. Sweet dreams, Mr. Dragon. Oh, does Gregor just go in and kill it? Seriously? Okay, no, it just gets a hit in. How much is that hit worth anyway? Oh. Nothing? And the dragon is apparently at full health. Do we get a bonus for the ambush? Doesn't look like it. Bane, perfect strike.
You've crossed the
Fire away. Seriously? Did it have significantly reduced AC in the last one when we ambushed it? Because it's not a very good hit chance there. Touch AC is still terrible, so we can try to Racking Ray it. Yeah, him getting in there for free isn't nothing. Nope, still didn't overcome the spell resistance. Cat, get in there and start tripping. Well, no, it's immune to prone, can't trip it. You... Alright, I should have probably Divine Favored. Oh well, just get stuck in there.
Into the fray.
Dino can just act as bait. Camellia. Go close enough to it that she can stab it next turn with all her attacks, and then pop some skeletons on top of it for extra targets. They won't hit it, but it'll probably hit them. Well, hopefully hit them. Okay, what'd you use? What was that damage from? Oh, fire aura, I see. So, let's try this icy prison again. Nope. Spell resistance. Oh, really poorly. Alright, Greybar, get your sneak attacks. Wait. There's another sneak attack. Oh, because it was the sonic bones from missing. I might have to turn off power attack actually. That's probably gonna help. Give me a little bit more of a chance of actually hitting. Well, okay, no, Ivo still can't hit even with that turned off. But we can turn off deadly aim for Lan. If we go there, presumably we can still fire from here, right? Good.
You won't survive.
Okay. 25 attack bonus, so not great, but it does something. Right, Evil Eye. It's AC. And then... Alright, I need to give you Cackle back. Cackle. To extend that. Doesn't say it's extended, but yeah, okay. So, -2 AC for quite a while there. Alright, Cat, can you hit it? No, better than nothing. Smite.
The
Go to town.
guide my blade.
We're getting a few hits in here and there. Yeah, you probably can't hit on anything but a 20 even without power attack, so might as well have power attack on. Take your free 5-foot step in there. Aspect of the wolf trip. Huh? Oh.
I'll cut you wide open.
What?
The spirits demand
How
your
can you
blood.
not stab it from here?
You are today's sacrifice.
You should have been closer. Fine. Next turn then, I guess. I should have been close enough to stab it. Right, breath weapon hits Greyboar pretty badly. I guess I'm honestly just gonna... Well, no, I can Fire Snake it. I overcome all immunities to fire, so... Just blast it with that. Not a ton of damage, but still damage. Turn off your power attack so you can hopefully actually hit it. With sneak attacks, good. That reduces its stats further. Right. Pierces bleed. 8 dexterity. Shouldn't Greyboar be applying a strength penalty with his sneak attacks?
Endure this.
Okay, so can we... I forget, can we apply... Yeah, we can apply multiple Evil Eyes to the same target. And then Cackle to extend it. We're getting decent hits in. Just keep stabbing. Get off me, Wild Parasites. Oh, you're not gonna... You are not going to flee again. Don't let the dragon get off ground. She'll set everything on fire. Alright, all the buffs are still up. Get the hell in there.
Gone.
Oh, where is there anyway? My buff durations. Prayer has 4 seconds left. Haste has a bunch. Pop another prayer before we go in. Okay. Didn't even put me in turn-based mode for whatever reason. At least she's dead. Archer, job well done. You can use her head to decorate your tent. I'm going back to Drazen. It's been a pleasure working with you. I think we should continue working together.
I'm ready to offer you my services. As you can guess, a full contract will be more expensive than a one-time job. I think 12,500 gold would be a fair price.
We'll pay him double.
It is always a great pleasure to work with a client who can tell a professional from an amateur. It's rare these days to find someone who appreciates high-quality work and is willing to pay for what it's worth. I think this is the beginning of a long and productive partnership.
And then we probably never use him again. But hey, it's content. Oh, half of the pair. Okay. We can buy the other half in town. Not sure we want to use that, but it is an option. Now,
Completed.
this magic trap is now old and dysfunctional after centuries of disuse, but once have irreversibly blinded any thief who gazed upon it.
Follow the steps. Done.
Inscription once contained a spell of warning. When an intruder appeared, it let out chilling howl to raise an alarm. For enchantments worn off with the passage of time. And what was all that guarding? Bracers of Abrupt Onslaught. +5 competence bonus to trickery skill checks. When the wearer makes a sneak attack, it deals additional 1d6 bludgeoning damage. I don't have anyone that makes sneak attacks right now, right? Other than, well, I mean, Greybor does, but... I think I have anyone in my party that makes, like in my regular party that makes sneak attacks. You can have that for now. And then we've got, more important than the loot, we have the storyteller to talk to. Unless he buggered off already. Oh hey, more elven notes. Faint purple glow emanates from the crystal shaped hole. Edges are chipped and cracked, suggesting whatever it contained has been forcibly removed. Can grab his lunch. Can grab whatever this loot is. And this loot. Not sure why the loot here is like an interaction symbol rather than just something like an actual lootable container. Oh, we'll grab all that anyway. Ooh, demon blood. Interesting. It looks like the ruins here have a dungeon in them, so we're all already buffed, so we'll be exploring that after we talk to Mr. Storyteller Man. We found what I asked of you. Splendid. Let's get out of this place as soon as possible. Okay, we'll meet in Brazen. We will meet in Brazen, but I've got somewhere else to be first.
Let us bide our time.
I want to be there fast. Oh. Enraged Mandragora. Chaotic evil plants.
We are the light. They are the darkness.
A single one? Turn deadly aim back on.
Make every strike count.
You have how much health? I guess it is CR21. Your buffs aren't up anymore. Well, your 1-minute weapon buffs. Get in there and pop. Is there sacred? No. We'll pop the skeletons anyway. I assume the Mandragora is going to shout at us in some really bad way. And I'm thinking I might have wanted to have Death Ward on here. Are you vulnerable to fire? No. Alright, I will just get in there somewhere. You need to stun, yes. Yes, you are. Okay, the Song of Fury resolved. I should probably pop that, because I think we're gonna need a saving throw soon. It is gonna eat one standard action. Oh, or it's just not gonna do anything. Okay. Works for me.
You're in my way.
Okay, so the skeletons are actually blocking it. Raybor can't get in there, but he can at least study it. Come on, Leopard, you can hit it from somewhere over there, surely. Oh, so we just need to wait for the skeletons to go away. In the meantime, Scorching Ray? Racking Ray? How's your touch AC? 18. I don't think any of these effects are. We need to ignore. Let's do strength minus 1 dexterity. Not great, but it's something. Smite it, and so you're only gonna make one attack. Oh, right. Can't dazzling display here. Make the attack then. Okay, Mandragora dispels a whole bunch of spells from us. Annoying.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Come on, man, you can do better than that. Alright. Make your free trip. And it's immune to prone. Wait, it attacked Camellia. You failed to trip it. 46 CMD. Oh, jeez. I thought this thing didn't proc attacks of opportunity, but I guess it does.
Go for their hearts!
Oh, the skeletons are running away. For some reason. Oh, because there's a second one there. That's probably... that's the Spell Eater. Is that the one that dispelled everything? Oh yeah, it is. Come on, Ivy, you can hit it from there. Fine, go after the other one. That one at least is taking reasonable damage. Scorching Ray. This one is not taking all the damage. But it is wrecking Camellia.
You had your chance.
Man. You're also immune to mind affecting and a whole bunch of other stuff. Okay. Come on. You can do better than that. Does he have damage resistance too? Slashing, good and slashing. Okay. And the Spell Eater takes away most of our buffs at this point. Yeah, I'd say the Mandragora are honestly stronger than Dragon.
You won't
survive me.
Now, if I'd spotted Spell Eater there and gone for it first, maybe that would have made a difference. So I have all my buffs still, but no, I didn't. But these things are quite tough.
Simply business.
Okay, this does strength damage. I guess the dragon must have been immune to it. Now that it's tripped, we should have an easier time with it, so I think we'll hit the Spell Eater instead. Wait. There's a third one. Silent Mandragora. Oh my. Maybe Ember should just be blasting damage instead of trying to weaken them. Should have given a line weapon good to these guys, but I'd known there was gonna be... Oh. Well, with these dispels, I guess it wouldn't have mattered too much.
Endure this!
I don't think Burning Heart will do anything there to hit both of them. Fire Snake would, but I can just Fireball instead. There's no friendly targets in the way there. 17 damage, jeez. And all those attacks of opportunity miss.
It's your time to cease
There you
to
go,
exist.
Gregor. Our haste is still up, I think. Not anymore, it isn't. I think we're pretty much out of all buffs, so we should probably pop a few new ones.
Make every strike count.
Alright. Dino, just run over there. And then keep running. That breath weapon is pretty lovely. Okay, let's haste. Can I hit everyone relevant with haste though? It looks like no. That should hit everybody.
You're in my way.
Come on, trip it. No trip. Damn. We have Fire Snake as well. Probably more damage than... Wait. It showed it was gonna hit the other one. Damn. What's their will saves? 13... It says DC 19, but I think it's not actually the DC. Let's see about demoralizing them. Intimidate check. Oh, they're immune. Right. Because they have 37 DC for intimidating them. I'm not sure where that actually comes from. Your Bane's out, so you're not gonna deal a lot of damage, even if you do hit.
Victory is worth the pain.
Oh, that thing just exploded itself. Lovely. Did we get XP for it? Yeah, we did. 2.5k. That's not bad. Alright, pop another haste. Hopefully Greybor can do some good with that.
You have a chance.
Hopefully the cat can do something good with that. Okay, it's down.
The inheritor, guide my
Come on,
blade.
I need one more hit. Oof. That was something. A mandrake root. That better make some good potions. Oh yeah, you don't need to use the frost anymore.
We should.
We will win this war.
How about some healing? Yeah, Ember has the one heal per party member. And I just have fast healing.
Rely on me.
Okay. Hopefully there's not much else to fight here. Oh, perception check failed. Did I just save? Yeah, looks like I did. This was here, right? Because I am running around without my heroism and other... Well, heroism's the only real buff that I would have here. But I should apply that to everybody.
We should
Relevant before anything else.
I wonder why.
Who are perceptive people anyway? Yes. Okay, land definitely. And Greybor.
This war must end.
Right.
I'm gone.
There's something here somewhere that we... Here?
Can't hide from me.
Okay. What was that check? DC 30. Okay, so land would have actually succeeded it regardless. I just thought it was in a different spot, so... Oh, and it was nothing important.
Follow my steps.
Could have been content. Right, is there more to fight here? Camera?
Let's head out.
Oh, but there's a lesser kineticist rod. Well, we don't have kineticists. Looks like that's the entire area. Okay. Well, back to Drazen and talk to the storyteller. We cleared everything here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, probably. Although it says Ember failed a perception check somewhere, but I'm sure it was nothing important. Alright, Back to Drazen it is. From Erebeth of Victory. Let's do just that. Still haven't run into Woolgif again. I'm not sure if it's a timed thing or if I have to go to a certain location for it. Wouldn't mind having my rogue back. Taking care of the dragon that was attacking our patrols. One less problem to contend with. Getting closer to level 11, but not there yet. There's nothing here that needed action today, no. All of those will expire 2 days from now. I think we should be close to a new week and new unit recruitment. But I'm not sure how many days exactly that's still gonna be. I guess we'll be taking a rest since that fight did drain all of our resources pretty much. And I'll be switching back to just skill boost, I guess, for food. We're probably not going anywhere too important right now.
You sleep on the street, wear rags, and all of your friends are beggars. There's dirt and disease all around you. You belong in an infirmary.
Thank you, Camellia. You're so caring.
Alright, is it a new day? No, not yet.
Let us be careful.
I don't think there's anything for us to do in the city. Oh, right. One thing to do in the city is to go to Greyboar and take all of his stuff off. I can keep the weapons. And the breastplate. Oh, I never used those dice. And Aru can have all that stuff. Got your bow already. You don't do sneak attacks with anything, right? Yeah, not right now anyway. And your skill-wise, you have UMD, you have Trickery, Perception, Stealth. We can give you an UMD ring and... what's the other one? Give you a belt. I'll give you a wisdom headband. Armor amulet. I should sort these by price. Get the good stuff first. There we go, +5 to trickery. I guess a +3 natural armor, why not? And a +3 cloak of resistance. You don't have Quarry as an ability yet, so those gloves don't do anything for now. Guess someone can take the fire resistance ring. Can she fly? They're not purely cosmetic. She has airborne, immune to trip. But other than that, I don't think they do anything. Really, just immune to trip. You'd think they'd at least give you also like difficult terrain, ignoring. Then again, she can get that from ranger spells easily enough. No, there's no like elevation really programmed into the game, I don't think so. Verticality isn't really a thing. And you could give her the Dimension Door if you wanted her to get somewhere, but... Or you'd give anyone Dimension Door if you wanted that, but... It's not... The maps aren't really laid out in a way where that would be beneficial for you, pretty much ever. Unlike something like Divinity, where you have quite a bit of vertical abilities. Oh, right, of course, we're not going anywhere. Where's the storyteller? I have to find that guy. We've got a lot to talk about. Got several pages, other artifacts that we might have stories about. Well, hopefully he'll show up on my map. There he is. Presumably. Might be time to take a look at the vendors another time as well. Wait, Captain Harmadan, have I talked to you? Are you important? We brought you a new story. We'll discuss our encounter in the Dragon's Lair. Wondering how I ended up there and why I wasn't killed. Looking for a certain tower for several years now, and in that place I had a strange feeling of recognition. Belonged to me a long time ago. Some records or other items that could answer the question about my past may have remained in my home. Unfortunately, I realized too late the tower was now the lair of a monster. Dragon didn't eat you. Particular creatures. The way of life doesn't lend itself to civilized conversation. Did you find anything of value in the tower? Yes. Found the memories of my previous life, which I forgot long ago. Okay, items I'm carrying. Most of these we've seen before. Fragmented Ring. A powerful item. Ring was created by an inquisitive and free mind. As a rule, such people either become geniuses and creators of a new era or meet tragic ends. Metal gauntlets. Souls of the two who were bound to this relic. One's an animal, the other a man. Neither master of the other. They're brothers. 1 vial of magic essence, 4 bars of cold iron, and 2 vials of demon blood. Damn. I think I only have 1 vial of demon blood. Alright, it was about Radiance and Terendal's Claw. So I haven't actually heard about those yet. Powerful foes lie dormant in the sword. That's just a shard of the past, but I feel its power. Only a great power can resist the most terrifying of enemies, oneself. Alright, what do you see in Radiance has passed? Dresden is doomed. Demons attacked right when we lost protection of the Sword of Valor. My city, my bastion of hope. We built it as a symbol that the lands mutilated by the Abyss could still be restored to mortals. Now you are perishing and there is nothing I can do. We retreat? No, we flee. A frightened crowd rushes out into the night through the southern gate. They are chased by angry howls of demons, killing the last defender of the citadel. My heart goes out to them, but I am standing still on the wall. I am covering the retreat. Demons do not attack. They seize round you, fall from the sky, strike from all sides at once. They can't be stopped, but they can be distracted. I run to the upper floor of the gate tower. Radiance glows with a golden light in my hands. I permit myself to close my eyes for just 1 heartbeat. I imagine that the soft glimmering of the sword I see through my closed eyelids is the light of the summer sun. I smile. I open my eyes and call out, "Hey, the Scar is spawn." Who wants the best trophy of the night? You know my name, Yaniel. You know how many of you have killed with this very hand. You want to carry the favor with Darazand, Minago, or the echo of your lord. Bring them my head, if you can. Roaring and screaming, they rush towards me in a wave of deformed bodies and unfurled wings. The wave crashes against me, splattering my armor with bloody froth. Broken wings and chopped up bodies plummet to the foot of the tower. In the heat of battle, I see Joran's pale face down there. He looks up at me in desperation, but he can't help. He's carrying 2 wounded on his shoulders. My city will fall, but my friends will survive. This is what I'm fighting for. I'm covering the retreat. The flow of fleeing people gradually dwindles. My armor is broken in many places, and I cannot heal my wounds anymore. The last demon I stabbed with radiance suddenly recoils, tearing the handle out of my blood-slickened hand. He flies up, but falls somewhere far behind the walls, by the road being taken by those fleeing. No more golden glow in my hands. The night closes in on me, filled with shrieking, mocking demonic laughter. Brazen, I'm dying with you. Light of the sword, righteous Aramide, accept my soul. You know whose memory this is? I've heard about her many times. Yanel was a true crusader. To see the future of the sword. I'm holding it again. Radiance, you are beautiful as ever, your blade is as sharp as deadly as once years ago. But I am not. Well, at least time spared you. My good friend, my faithful comrade, I swear every night when the darkest terrors invade my dreams, the memory of you chased them away. In my dreams your hilt was in my hand, and none of them could stand against us. Be happy, Radiance, you found yourself a good mistress. How many Terendalov's story to the end? How many times has the moon died and been reborn since I've been here? I've lost count. My friends brought me here. They said goodbye to me, like always, but they looked at me like it was the last time they'd see me. Cowards, insidious spawn. They were glad I was going to die, but I'll show them. Terendalov will live. A new Terendalov, whose eyes are finally open. I hear the rustling of wings, and I emerge from the cave where I imprisoned myself. Who is it? A friend? An enemy? Sunbeams refract off his scales as he hovers before me, surrounded by a glowing halo. The gold dragon Halaisalax. A part of me wants to fly to him and make a circle of honor around him, as any good student should. But the part of me that turned my scales black is ready to seize his gleaming throat. How dare he fly here, flaunting his purity and innocence. He wants to humiliate me, drag me through the mud, but I will show him. No, what am I thinking? My mentor has come all this way to save me. I know, he would never abandon me, someone called him to my aid. Moving heavily, I take flight to greet him, but my body, controlled by the foulness, straightens like an arrow. His vulnerable throat is so close, one strike and I will destroy you, Halaisalax. What happened next? I don't know, but I know the place where Terendalov was believed to have sought refuge for her tarnished soul. I saw Sarkorian ruins, a white branching tree next to them. Perhaps there will be something there that will shed some light on the fate of mentor and student. Something that can tell us how Terendalov's strength of spirit helped her ultimately overcome the foulness within her. Say anything about Terendalov's future? So strange that you should ask. We all know what happened to Terendalov, but sometimes it seems I hear her voice in my visions. Her voice full of pain and despair, as if she is in darkness which she cannot escape. I cannot solve the mystery of this vision, but it worries me. Terendalov's lair has been revealed. Alright, ring fragment and necessary materials. Remarkable object this. It was created by a talented spellcaster and is able to summon beings from other planes, as if the boundaries set by Pharasma do not exist for it. It is a powerful and dangerous item, but it was created by an honorable person. That's probably why it was not used at the crucial hour. So we gain a ring of summoning. And we have another artifact that we don't have the materials for right now. What does this ring do? This ring grants the wearer an ability to summon either Axiomites or Soul Eaters, randomly selected once per day, as if they were summoned by a Summon Monster 8 spell. Has level 15 DC 22. All allies, including the wearer, within 30 feet gain a +2 bonus to weapon damage rolls and +2 bonus to saving throws against creatures made or effects created by chaotic creatures. Alright, against attacks made. So +2 bonus to weapon damage rolls. And +2 to saving throws against attacks. Or effects caused by chaotic, or created by chaotic creatures. Okay, so +2 saving throws against chaotic, +2 weapon damage against chaotic. That's good. That's very good. Sila's got important rings already. Probably don't need the ring of protection +2. Grab the ring. And then we've got a few pages for him, so there's gonna be a lot of lore. Find more pages like this, please bring them to me. Maybe by putting them together, I'll be able to lift the veil of mystery surrounding my story. Wait. Okay, we need to give him multiple pages for one bit of story now? I guess. It's been 2 years since I started to serve the darkness. She found me in the Ivory Labyrinth, her gaze piercing through all my protective spells as if they had been cast by an untrained apprentice. She is powerful and insidious. She is the perfect assassin. Her name is Nocticula. She invited me to Alushinira, the city of demons in the depths of the abyss, the capital of the Midnight Isles. The Lady in Shadow highly values my ability to remain unnoticed. Kneeling before her throne, I listened to her praise and felt like a child being given a pat on the head or doing some simple chore for the first time. But this is no longer important. Now I serve a demon lord, for this is our agreement. She will help me decrypt the scribbles I copied from the Ivory Labyrinth. In return, I will serve her as a court mage and spy for the next 17 years. Now Alushinira is my home, and Nocticula is my Lady in Shadow. Trusted a demon lord? Yeah, you can't make deals with demons, they're not devils. My Lady in Shadow has no reason to hide the truth from me. She does not care about my research. She offered me help out of curiosity. I'm something of a bizarre pet to her, both funny and useful. She offered me help and I agreed. I must thank my lady for her generosity. 17 years of service for her, translating 17 phrases from Baphomet's Labyrinth. A bargain. Tell me about your life in Alushinura. Of all the places in the Abyss, it is the most civilized. My lady wants to make her capital the face of the Abyss. A place travelers from other planes can visit without too much fear. I don't care, I'm here only to complete my service, get the promised reward, and return to Golarion. However strange as it may be, Alushinura's demons treat me honorably. They hate me, sometimes growl at me, but they never attack. I prepared many spells and I'm ready to use them at any moment, but I've had no reason to yet. I have my own tower in the upper city, not far from the lady's palace. I've strengthened it with protective spells and set columns to guard it. Create a portal to Golarion at the top of the tower, one which only I can use. It will be my escape route if I need to flee urgently. I expect an attack every day, but it never happens. This might sound ridiculous and surprising, but I think the demons of Alushinura respect me. Can't smell anything but sewage. I can hear some demon snores or death rattles. Hidden by cocoon spells, I keep invisible watch in a dirty alley in Alushinura's lower city. Two winged shadows sweep past overhead, and a terrible stone-splitting shriek rolls like a tide through the streets, but it can't hurt me. I know the ways of the city and have protected myself from Valexia's wild antics. My voluntary partner, a young half-elf named Kinney, sighs loudly and says yet again, "They are not coming." I shrug just as I've done every time before. "I'm not keeping you." Kinney frowns and turns away in response. I sneak a look at my friend. His unruly locks fall all over his face. Kinney carelessly sweeps them out of his eyes, thinking about something. I find myself enjoying his gentle movements and look away, embarrassed. Have a little more patience, my friend. Soon our call will be here. I'm sure of it. Mentioned Valexia. The maddest succubus of all those born in the Abyss. Even my Lady in Shadow can't but smile upon hearing of the latest mayhem she stirred up just for fun. Surrounded by her 3 succubi friends known as the Sinners, she flies naked over the city, crushing buildings with her raging screams, grabbing poor passers-by, taking them up in the air and dashing them down onto the rocks, getting into raging fights with no rhyme or reason. Truly, Valexia is the bane of Alushanira, but also its wild heart. Is Valexia gonna be Haru's old name? Nah, probably not. Didn't expect to find out you had a partner. I didn't expect it either. Kinney is from Galarian, just I am. He's a thief and a former slave, escaped from the Cyclops of the Dying Empire. I met him before I left Galarian for the Abyss in my old tower. A thief who sought not my life, but shelter, a place to spend the night, and protection from his former masters. My charms worked. Kinney couldn't get past the ground floor of the tower. That's where I found him, sitting on the floor, entangled in my trap's living vines. I freed the hapless thief. I wasn't angry at his intrusion. I was even glad to talk with this restless youth of the short-lived folk. I had no idea how much I had missed companionship. After that, Kinney often spent the night in my tower, partaking of my hospitality. Together we lived through the terror of Earthfall, and when the time came, I took him with me to the Abyss. Recently, he has even helped me carry out some of my lady's tasks, those that give him the opportunity to make some money. Does your partner know about your goal to save Galarian? Oh yes, we've discussed my plans many times, sitting at the top of the tower, nursing goblets of warm fine. Kinney shares my love for our dear Galarian and supports my desire to save its doomed civilizations. My friend is not like me at all. He's young, hot-tempered, and mischievous. He prefers to act first and deal with consequences later. Perhaps this is why we get along so well. Finally, my patience is rewarded. I see a slouching demon in rags, so pathetic that even the demon guards of Alushanira would not lay a hand on him out of disgust. But my spell-enhanced vision can't be fooled. I see the incubus Zephyrian, the ruler of Alushanira, who answers only to the Lady of Shadow herself. Passing a step away from me, Zephyrian stumbles and falls into a puddle of sewage, rousing disdainful chuckles from a few fitnesses. But I won't be fooled by this game. Instead, I concentrate, becoming even more focused. My lord, I've discovered this crystal of unknown power on one of the Midnight Isles. Have a look. A hand holding a heart-sized crystal, burning with purple flame, emerges from under the rags. The incubus's hand is shaking, the skin of his palm slightly smoldering from touching the crystal. The demon's reflection in the puddle of sewage ripples and changes. I don't hear Zephyrian talking to his mysterious lord. The incubus hides the purple crystal back under the rags. As you wish, my lord. No, Nocticula knows nothing about these crystals, I'm sure. Of course, Lord Sokoth Benoth. I wince. I have no desire to stand in the way of a demon lord. Turn around. You see, Kinney, we were able to get evidence of Zephyrian's treason. I was right, but my friend is nowhere to be seen. Who is Sokoth Benoth? Disgusting demon lord, champion of meanness, debauchery, perversions, and breaker of taboos. Nocticula's brother and former lover. Tried in vain to kill my lady, but remained alive after the attempt. He is driven by fear, shame, and hatred towards his powerful sister. I'm standing at the top of my tower. There's a goblet of warm wine in my hand. Nocticula was pleased with my raid. Oh no, she won't kill Zephyrian on the spot. My lady's punishments are far more sophisticated. Banishing, demotion, even transformation into the pathetic creature the incubus was masquerading as. She has a lot of choices. I don't care, I've done my part. I sip from my goblet and turn to my friend. Without saying a word, Kinu takes out a rag from under his shirt and shows me the purple crystal wrapped in it. I chuckle. That's where my friend went at the end of the raid. Well, we're going to keep the crystal. I will study its properties in detail and find out if it will help us achieve our goal. Nocticula doesn't have to know that I have the crystal now. Let her look to Zephyrian or her demon lord brother for it. I drink from the goblet again and look down. Alushanira lies at the bottom of the tower like a faithful dog at the feet of its master. I earned respect here. Even the Lady in Shadows heeds my words. Pila's brother... Yeah, pretty much what he said. I feel a treacherous smile appear on my lips. Of course, when 17 years have passed, I will return to Galarian, but for now I like my life here. Storyteller is quiet for a long while, thinking about what he saw, then runs his hand over his face, tired. I served the Demon Lord, and what's more, I liked it. I did not expect this from myself. I was completely different thoughts, desires, motives. What made me change so much, I don't know. And this just repeats the old stuff. Do we have more pages for him? Yes, but not enough for another story. Well, story time's over. Now, where do we want to go? We did find Terendelev's lair from one of his visions. Yeah, I want to check out this captain here. Not sure if I've ever actually talked to him. Probably should also dump... Actually, yeah, whilst I'm here. Dump some of this useless stuff. Oh, we don't have that much, I guess. Price, descending order. Old Iron Masterwork Great Club. Sure. They're usually made of wood. Oh yeah, exotic weapons provider. Do you sell? Build Dwarven Urgosh. That's not the... No, Dwarven War Axe is what this guy uses, right? Weapon focused Dwarven War Axe, okay. So... nothing for him there.
I'm gone.
Did we complete any companion stuff that we should talk to them about? Oh. Yeah, we never did talk to this guy. Captain Selkin, commanding officer of mercenary band. Army of your mercenary company. Alright, these are the guys that joined us later. Right. Some stories to tell. If I'm fathering children, I'll have something to tell them. Well, you've got disordered to the core. You must have been serving all your life. Can you tell me about Sarkorian culture? Persecuted mystic practitioners. Treatment of mystics in Sarkoris was cruel and unjust, but the people united in struggle against the minority that often encroach upon their interests in a very hostile manner. Sure. Tell me what you find most exciting about Sarkorian history. God callers. Like these beings become their companions. They formed a very strong bond. In a way, gods were their spiritual siblings. Plenty of refugees from Sarkoris found home in other lands. Their culture lives on. It's open to interpretation. Amazing people, anything like Thirsty and Brutish. How do you plan to look for the remnants of Sarkorian culture? Sending scout patrols to places where, if my assumptions are correct, there may still be Sarkorian refugees hidden in plain sight. Among the locations I'm interested in are Pelura's Fall, the mining town of Zaswell to the west of here, the city of Undarin, Bloodwood Settlement, and many others. Okay. We've heard of a village called Wintersun, that's why I'm here. As soon as I learned to have discovered the settlement where the surviving Sarkorians still live, I volunteered to take command of the company vanguard. Now, if you need help in your search, could use some help. Group of my scouts has gone missing. Old Sarkorian mines have been in the field. Alright. That's Sailkind. Is that the name here? No, this should be a Captain Harmadden. Oh, on the roof. You talked to me before? I don't remember. Oh, the dragon needs to get here. Alright, and if I queue up movement for it like that, it moves very slowly. I need to give it the direct move order. I think we talked to the captain on the roof. I seem to remember that. I'm gonna check with him anyway.
Let's head out.
Just to be sure. We haven't talked to many Ori yet, and I think we did talk to this one. Oh, no? What are your responsibilities in my army? Enlisting, screening, and training recruits. What does the staff council do? Tell me about yourself. Syrian, blah blah blah. Nothing important. Okay. Nothing important for now, anyway. So, I haven't done any companion stuff other than the dragon hunt, but that should mean that Greyboar now has things to tell us. Presumably he's still in the tavern. He wasn't the tavern. Oh wait, that's prison. Half Measure Tavern, I think is the right place.
We should move.
Is he still sitting here? Sure he is. Tell me about your craft. Assassins work, let the victim know they're being hunted, let them reinforce their guards, trust no one, fall into paranoia. Once they're exhausted, do I come to wish them sweet dreams? Haunted by remorse, know it all. One of the morals of the majority that determines who's good and who's a villain. Those morals shift every day. Looking for gold is horrible. How do you sleep at night? Sleep just fine. Value reputation, of course. Tell me about your best murder. Most difficult one was a professor at the Clockwork Cathedral in Absalom. The very existence of the wizard mechanic was a secret, and almost nobody knew his face or name. Hunting him down was a symphony of violence and hard tactics. I had to sneak through his secret underground palace that looked like a wind-up dollhouse put together by a psychopath. No rational mind could have invented such intricate traps. There were mechanical cutlass spiders everywhere. Took nearly 2 fingers and an ear. Dangerous bloke. Day and night he wore a deadly mechanism as a sort of armor, which made him look like an 8-legged, steam-spewing winged monster. Came prepared. A Tomb Raider from Osarian had taught me how to avoid the traps. Opened up his armored suit with a lick-toed goblin sword. Not even a sword, more like a giant can opener. Broken his armor and saw his true form. Don't ask me what it was. It was very unexpected. It was too much for me and I had to flee. Full thought hit one until he realized that reassembled all his traps into a giant death machine. 2 minutes after I escaped, his palace turned into a cloud of dust. I suppose he's on a plane for broken columns and music boxes. Worship any of the gods. On his way to worship Torag, he's not mine. Nor Gorber. Blackfingers is my patron. He himself was mortal, which makes him honest. His teachings are built on the grim truths of the streets. Alright. Know more about you. Tell me about your past. Bone and dagger mark. Well, too often called on me to solve their problems, get a leg up onto competition. Good for you for leaving the army. Soldiers are the same as assassins, and they work for the politicians and they don't get paid. Family. On my travels I met a woman, fair and kind. For her I laid down my weapon, got a house, became a simple city dweller. We had a daughter, lived like that for a year and a half, before the road called me back. I loved her, but that life was like I was being buried alive. Only the road could cure me of those thoughts, but for some reason I keep going back to that house I once lived in, to the woman I once loved, to the daughter I don't even really know, and who doesn't know me. I watch from afar, I don't have the right to return to their lives. Mora, my daughter, I don't know what she is to me. The biggest mistake of my life, or the greatest mark I'll leave in the world. You've gone traveling with you? Probably not. Sometimes you have to pay for love with suffering or regret. At least you understand. What brought you to the World Wound? Only good jobs, not much competition. What's your opinion on the Crusade? Times now aren't like they were during the First Crusade. Nowadays, drunken crusaders are filled with fugitives, opportunists, exiled nobles, and so on. All of them should thank the gods the World Wound is still open. Otherwise, they'd be busy with robbery and murder. Although not many crusaders would agree with you. What do you think of your new powers? Nice bonus, my career is in an upturn. Maybe one day I'll pull off a truly mythical job. Do you like working for me? You don't keep me from doing what I do, you don't try to preach at me, you act with precision and competence. Want to know more about your last client? Decided to remain anonymous, but I suspect his name is Willidus. Already struck off a few lesser demons for him, and later in Knabras a stronger one. No differently, demon survived. Alright. Iron Keeper. What do we have ingredients wise? Oh, we have skullberries, perfect. I should just buy all of these, shouldn't I? I'm gonna end up using them eventually, probably. And if not, well, they're not particularly expensive. What I should do is dump a couple of weapons that I don't ever plan on using. Like this great club and this scythe. And this short sword. And this great sword. What kind of rapiers, rapier are you using? Let's do necrotic rapier. So +2 and 1d6 points of negative energy damage to living beings. But we have... wait. Oh wait, that was a scimitar, not a rapier. Okay, right. We did have this one, but that's got less bonuses. Okay. Speaking of party members and stuff, Finian, got anything new to say? Nope, nothing new to say. Wouldn't mind upgrading him at some point. Right, well, I guess we're heading out to whatever the next nearby location is. We did discover a couple new locations, so maybe one of them is close by. Okay. Not so close by then. I guess we should visit Winter Sun next, probably. It's not that long of a distance, and there seems to be like a major settlement. There we go. There's Tarantulas Lair and Old Sarkorian Mines, and didn't we discover a third? Blackwater, right? So head down towards Winter Sun. And after midnight, we do some crusade management. Right, we can form a military council, but we need to wait 1 day for this to finish. Lord Supplicant, some strange drunk claims that the commander is obliged to grant him an audience. Well, let's look at the armies. There's our Doom stack, and there's the reinforcements coming for it. And it's still not recruitment day. I don't think we can take that with just these reinforcements. So it's going to take 5 movement points, but it looks like it took a lot more. Anyway, merge you. And that army should be trivial to take down. Reagents and something else. Alright. Winter Sun. On. Where does this go? Oh, random encounter, apparently. Alright. Catch you later, Jingo. I won't go for that much longer. Probably like an hour or so.
I found
Okay.
something.
The road is very much trapped.
What's on your mind? I wonder. I am helpful, am I not? They will not expect
Do sneaky sneak. Disarm this, whatever it is. And we've got more over there.
I hope you appreciate this. I am helpful, am I not?
Oh, hello. Baphomet Cultist Cleric. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna have fighting here.
I am helpful, am I not?
It's a small area, probably not that much fighting, so let's just get the crucial buffs up.
Are we in trouble yet?
What are our most crucial buffs? I guess Barkskins.
I will help where I can.
Bless.
I shall not.
Trust me.
That. Pop a true sight on you and Lan. Heroism for everybody. And then just prayer and haste, probably. Should be able to dispatch these guys without too much difficulty, I would think. But we'll see.
Rely on
Heal Baphomet. Here are prayers. Accept this sacrifice, Baphomet. Hey, is that Woljif? Curse you all, praise be to Iomade. It's her, the one who killed our brothers and sisters. Death to the killer, die. Woljif rises from the stone throne and holds the sacrifice with a raised hand. The cultist holding the knife over the victim on the altar stops. Woljif breathes in blue flame and the demonic shadow rises up behind him. Easy now, we're all friends here. There's just a little misunderstanding. I thought you'd come across Crusaders, but they're big fans of your Lord Baphomet too. Ain't that right? Sure, let's just nod. Pilgrims of the World Wound, meet the finest member of our family. Hey there, Chief, long time no see. When we hold off on the sacrifice for now, we need to drink to this happy meeting, am I right? Let's do that, tie that one up the altar again, we'll get around to slaughtering it later. Playing some kind of game, yes? How come nobody told me the rules? Yes, it's a game of the great forces led by our Lord Baphomet. You are worthy of player in that game, you evil spawn of the Abyss. I get it. Wait, let me think of what to say. You're right, my evil comrade. I will help to sow horrific horrors and strike fearsome fear into the heart of mortals. The world has never seen a creature like me before and knows not what I'm capable of. Little dragons practically bouncing with enthusiasm. Cultist exchange looks and whispers. The chief cultist lowers his knife. If the Crescent of the Abyss says so, then welcome. Make yourself at home in the temporary camp of the Pilgrims of World Wound. But why did you attack our brothers? Sacrifice those Crusaders myself. Well, Woljif, why did we attack our brothers? Because the chief sometimes has these crazy fits of insanity and battle range. He has a blessing from Lord Baphomet, the chief goes crazy, he gets twice as strong as normal. And that's still not very strong. But if the blessing kicks in at the wrong moment, well, it's just bad luck for you. Crescent of the Abyss, our beacon in the darkness and our oracle, has resolved this misunderstanding. Okay, what the hell, Woljif? Thought I was done for, could feel it in my dale that they were going to kill me. I heard that gargoyles hadn't gotten you, and that we were running the show up in Brazen. I can't tell you how happy that made me. But the night it all happened, I was so scared I couldn't see straight. Wandered around, wondering if my chief and the rest of the gang were lying in an open field with their eyes pricked out. Even my conscience prickled a little, thinking about how I ran. But when you look at it from my side, what else was I supposed to do? The actual paladins were getting cut down left and right and center. And these pilgrims of the World Wound tell me that Brazen's been reclaimed, there's a new commander. Well, I said to myself, there can't be two demon-slaying dynamos with that name, it must be you. So I cut my way through the circles around Brazen and waited for you to come out. At one point I got so desperate I almost went right up to the city walls, but I thought better of it. Although an arrow in the skull would have been a sight better than running in fear of Votil. Do you know Votil? I don't either, but I remember the name because of what my brother Melrune yelled in the basement that time. You can tell Hepzamira and Votil or something like that. Anyway, my shadow told me that Votil is that demon. I should be scared of him because it's after the Moon of the Abyss, but Shadow's a whole other story. But if you want to know why I haven't just come to Brazen, I need your help. It's a matter of life and death, Chief. Not making a lot of sense, Woljif. Die, traitor. Remind me why I shouldn't kill all these cultists here and now? Because they will still be useful to us if you decide to help me. Thanks for not trying to kill him as soon as he got here, by the way. The leader's a nervous sort. Would definitely stab the lad on the altar if he'd caused a fuss. I think if they perform all these sacrifices, Baphomet's going to appear and hand out powerful spells like candy. Alright, so what's going on? Said some shadow's been talking to you? Not any shadow, my special shadow. After I spent a while running around the World Wound, scared out of my wits, it suddenly crept out and whispered in the distant sounding voice. Votil, Norse, fear Votil. Bit by bit I got Shadow to tell me Votil was a demon, that I was looking for the Moon of the Abyss. A couple of thoughts about the moon, I'll tell you about them once we're out of this mess. Your relationship with the cultists, it's complicated. They love me and think about All I think about is how to get away from them and save my skin. Well, you seem to have gotten yourself a nice little setup. Maybe I should just leave you here with your underlings. Okay. Why did you run the night we fought the gargoyles? I fought them, I did, you should have seen me. Leapt up quick as anything, grabbed my knives, and well, of course I made a run for it. What else was I gonna do? Just a thief, sissy boy, don't go toe-to-toe with demons. Yes, you do. You went toe-to-toe with demons plenty of times with me. You could have kept doing it. We've got plenty of levels. Pretending to be cultist of Baphomet, good thinking, but why just me to do it? Are you pretending to be a cultist? Okay, I want to hear your shadow speak. Woljif burns with a blue flame and the demonic shadow grows behind his back. From the darkness where the mouth should be, a deep rasp emerges in an unfamiliar language. The only words you can make out is Wotiel. Do you understand any of it? The cultists sure don't. To me it sounds clear as bell. Wotiel near. What do you want from me? One wrong move and I'm a gunner. Demon Wotiel's in the vicinity somewhere. Good man has suffered. The cultists are animals. Just want to get out of this and make Wotiel back off, but without you I have no chance. Part of the cultist playing in your plan. You can lead them to Wotiel and mess with their heads a bit, say that Baphomet's been calling them nasty names, let the cultists fight him for us. It's the good man you're talking about? Me, of course. What about the other? Yeah, that one tied up. Kinda owe him one, made a dumb mistake, and now he's paying for it. Don't get me wrong, I couldn't care less about the guy. He got himself into this mess, except if it wasn't for me, then maybe he wouldn't have gotten caught in the first place. Yeah, cultists want to sacrifice more people. Help you deal with the demon. Need to round up my lackeys and send them off on an errand. While they're gone, we can free the prisoner. No point leaving him here bored stiff. Finished your run? The whole game? Listen up, brothers, sisters, the shadow has spoken. Says the demon will come to a secret place, a wasteland where there are almost no trees left. Next to a bend in the river. We once passed by there, but took the wrong turn and didn't find it. Well, I think I'm gonna be here for a little while longer than that. Streaming does slow down the gameplay a little bit. Glorious day, before we set off, I say we make the sacrifice. Let's hold off on the sacrificing. Time's wasting and demons are busy, you know. Leave the things and go. I must meditate before such an event. When I'm meditated out, I'll come and summon the demon for you. They actually bought that. Well, I guess we did already establish that cultists are extremely stupid. When Crusader cautiously gets to his feet. Cultists hid my weapons and armor somewhere. I'll find them and take my leave of this place forever. They're out there with the rest of the stolen stuff. I made sure they didn't go walkies in the night. I hope you'd make it out of this somehow. Thanks to your efforts, Woljif. Go, time's of the essence. If there's a demon hunting you, better lure him into a trap and strike first. Devil Guinevere. What are you planning to do now? Find weapons and armor, then leave this place as quickly as possible. Dying the wound, but I'll die with a sword in my hand. Rich enough to build a temple if you fancy it. How'd you end up here? Solely through my own foolishness. I mean, why can't we tell him to go to Drazen? Also... I'm just gonna leave Woljif for now.
Follow my steps. Something here.
I'll pick him up later and go do that quest. We'll need to have him rest up anyway to, well, level up and then rest to get his abilities. Well, I doubt they'll work quite that fast on all the bugs, but some will probably be fixed. I would expect another patch this week. So where is it that Woljif wanted me to go to? I wish I could zoom out a little further. Oh, all the way up north there. That's gonna take a while. Well, let's just keep heading for Winter Sun. Alright. Plants withered from an unknown disease. Light has consumed certain plants, some magic is protecting the area and preventing the decay from spreading.
Done.
It's abandoned, there are no signs of struggle anywhere. Tracks indicate the Crusaders left willingly. Oh. Okay, well, I guess we're resting and buffing up. Yeah, it's a large area, there's gonna be a bunch of fighting, I guess. Did our camp get upgraded? Or did it always look like this outside? Resting before exhausted? Yeah. I mean, I did also burn through my buffs in the random encounters, so, well, some of them.
The world must be cleansed. Starting with my immediate vicinity.
Okay. When realize you're watching him, hurriedly stashes something in his travel pack. So, how'd you sleep, Commander? Is that you're hiding? It's a book of folktales. Folktales of Golarion, recorded by some gnome who, unlike me, wasn't terrible at reading and writing. I'm a literate cave monster, even went to school when my family lived on service, but that was a long time ago. I moved back to the caves, practiced my survival skills more than my reading and writing, so I'm a little rusty. Embarrassing to be like this when I'm surrounded by all these educated people, so I'm trying to work on my skills on the sly. Even asked the seller if he could get me a book with big letters. This was the only one he could get, and it's for kids. Didn't worry you to see me struggling to read stories for 5-year-olds. You could read aloud to me. That's what people usually do when they're just starting out. I promise not to laugh or make any comments. Thank you, your support means a lot. Why do I keep getting in these awkward situations? Brace yourself for the longest fairy tale in your entire life, because I'm planning to take full advantage of your attention. When he starts reading slowly, peering at every word, but gradually his reading becomes more confident and loses his hesitancy, caught up in the story, and even tries to inject some feeling into his narration. And they all lived happily ever after. Well, good for you, Lan.
Always be ready for the worst.
I don't suppose you got any intelligence from that? Don't think so.
I hear the voice of the
You're a
spirit.
good person. I like
Heroism. How long do we have left on these cruisings? Still 7 hours. Nice. I'm gonna apply 2 more of those. Oh yeah, you grab the dino.
I will prove my worth.
Not that I'm I'm not really sure that the dino is actually helpful, but you had all your other gear ready to go. And these dice. Possible opponents to attack and damage roll or AC during enemies attack once per day. Effect lasts the whole day. So you should probably have those in your buff bar. I'm not even sure if this, like... Does this give you a random bonus once per day, or does this mean that you can cast it once per day and on every roll you... Nah, whatever. It's probably a bonus. Yeah, Dino doesn't do much other than die, but it's free. I suppose it does give carrying capacity. Not gonna bother with reduced person.
A bright future awaits us.
AC on melees. Probably don't need Crusader's Edges.
Death is life's final
Bless.
Enjoy surprising people.
Strength. Well, we got AC from Barkskin already.
The spirits guide me.
See as well. All my attackers have true seeing. Well, physical attackers, I guess the wizards can attack with ray attacks. Maybe I shouldn't have wasted the protection, because whilst I have more communal resistances, I don't think I have more communal protections.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge. I'm curious.
No reason
That was
to
every...
pause.
Oh, no, not everyone. That should be everything.
Allow Let us bide our time. Let's head out.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Mylodons can deal a lot of damage if they get a full attack off. So let's have them not do that, preferably. Oh, Camellia got stuck there. Okay, it's almost always going to save against that. And your deadly thingy back on, and
Can't hide from me.
I wanted to click on the thing, not run away from it.
You've crossed the wrong
Or
mongrel.
rather run into it. Oh, what can you do?
I will resist.
Into the fray!
Surrender or else.
Oh, really? That was too far to arc? Bye, Dino.
I'll cut you wide open.
How well did it attack Camellia? Okay, now I need to roll a 12.
You won't survive me.
Prepare yourself.
No glory without risk!
Too late for apologies.
Oh, that was Ember. Well,
Attack.
oh, that was me. That's not what we should be doing. Damn it. I thought I had more turns from my actual attackers before
The spirits demand your blood.
the casters, but apparently I
Is
didn't.
restless. I wonder why.
I lost all your buffs too. Reduce yourself. Clean them. Loot whatever's here.
Done.
More steel belongs to the missing crusaders. Hiding in common reads, so that young ears may heed old wisdom. We hide it scattered among many caches. Youth enjoys guessing and seeking. Oh, hello. Lighted Treant.
Defend my dream.
You're gonna have some sort of DR, aren't you? Good and slashing. And then just slashing.
You are today's sacrifice.
Desna, guide my hand.
Endure this.
The light take you!
Almost killed it. Painted sap. Is that an ongoing effect? Creatures deals damage with bite attack. Take 1 point strength damage, 1 point dexterity damage. 1 minute later, affected creature must succeed a second save. Will be nauseated for 1 minute and take 1d6 point strength, 1d6 point dexterity damage. This is a disease effect. Okay.
We should move.
Treat affliction. Fails to dispel.
We will win this war.
Let's remove
This war must
sickness,
end.
remove disease. Yeah, I can't brush it off with the poison. Fails to dispel. Need to roll a 15 to get rid of that. Well, she can try again, but it's probably not gonna work. Well, it'll only hit once more, so it's survivable. What have we here? Someone brings flowers to the statue regularly.
Completed.
Inscription in Halid. It's the language of old Sarkonis says, "May you be forever joyful, Lady of the Sun."
I hope you appreciate this.
Mutilated body undoubtedly belongs to one of the missing crusaders. His killers didn't want others to strip his gear. Charring almost concealed the heraldic symbols of the crusade on the dead man's armor, but they can still be made out. Here I thought they were just having fun with the natives and singing Kumbaya.
The road awaits.
Ancient blighted quick
I'm
something.
gone.
The struggles never cease.
Save the last one for me.
Quick wood.
Disappear.
What happened there?
Go for their hearts!
Oh right, Aru's bow has an effect on crit, right? Yeah, -1 stacking AC penalty. Right. Oh, okay, so the sap is on any attack, not just
Make every strike count.
on kill. Guess we'll take it out from range then. Or not. 26 spell resistance. Well, uses ability. Well, some sort of fear effect.
Make your peace.
Come on, you can be better than that. Cat, please. It's got way too much movement.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
On my dragon's running too. Not enough? No. Immune to fire? Ah, so it is. I'll put some skeletons on it. I'll hit it with that. Spends a turn with the skeletons, then we can kill it with Aru, hopefully.
I will resist.
There we go. And more treants. I don't really want to. Oh, lightning storm. Rather. I'd rather not attack them if they've got sap, but maybe I should still do it. Only one attack? Oh, right. Well, don't you just sense vitals then?
You won't
The second
survive
four attacks
me.
the other one, I guess. I should give Lan. Not sure. Does good go through that? Because they've got good slashing and then just slashing. I don't think good should go through that. Aru's thing is going through, but maybe it's because it's high enough enchantment. I don't remember if it should be 4. I'm not sure if 4 is enough to go through like that. You guys aren't immune to fire, right? No. Come on, cat. Really not make it anywhere through that.
I'll cut you wide open.
Can you also not make it anywhere
The
through that?
spirits demand your blood.
I'll just wait then, I guess. Come on, kill this thing.
Into the fray!
Prepare yourself.
Endure this!
Oh, thought Lamb was also gonna get 4 hits off.
You won't stop us.
He was not.
Meditate on your mistakes.
What's on your
So,
mind?
Make you feel
Where I
better.
can.
well, Crusader's Edge only. Yeah, it's Bane against evil outsiders, but it doesn't make it good. So I want to use a line weapon. Good. Hello there. Insane half-elf. Mix together Calamus and Sedge. Wait 5 years, 5 moons, 5 days until the serpent ascends the staircase. Have patience, and you will be last behold as the fish soars into the clouds. Still relatively young, but the hardships she has borne have turned her into a crone. Her long hair is grey and tangled. Her face is sunken. Her teeth are rotting in her mouth. Lovely. Who are you? Who am I? I don't remember. Doesn't matter. On 10th day after winter solstice. Break branches, throw one. Take you somewhere safe. This is my place here. Alright. Each tree entirely turned to stone. Ancient runes in unknown language. Oh, the sap is only on natural weapon attacks. Right, okay, well then my melees can fight them fine. Just not the cat.
Our duty calls.
Alright, these things are immune to fire, but it doesn't matter for my fireball because I have Ascendant Element Fire. Just wait a little bit there.
Make every strike count.
Desna, guide my hand.
Surrender or else.
Oh right, they're immune to sleep. I should probably stop trying to cast that. Not immune to this though.
You are today's sacrifice.
Melee, you can do better than that.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Probably also immune to fear effects.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Mind affecting compulsion, poison, charm, stun, polymorph. Does this count as a mind affecting effect? Not sure, but let's just rush in there.
No glory without risk.
Oh yeah, I should have cast Remove Fear on my... Well, it'll be fine. I guess I can attack this thing anyway, even if it is gonna... Oh, okay, so the stab does stack. Okay, the initial hit stacks, but not the... Or you can get the initial hit multiple times, but the actual effect doesn't... Seriously? Moved like 2 feet and then got feared. Okay, who else is feared that I want not to be? Or it's just Ivu. Although without the breath weapon, she's also gonna be taking the sap damage.
Go for their hearts.
You won't survive me.
Amelia? Seriously? Or, sorry, not Amelia, Sela. Would have thought the Paladin would resist fear better.
Make your peace.
Come on. Go. Oh, I wouldn't get hit by that. I should probably cast some
Together we
restorations, or at
stand.
least lesser restorations on the cat.
You can trust me.
Should have a bunch of ability damage.
A bright future awaits us.
Malvitium Turinos. Malvitium Turinos.
Well, that is running out timers on my buffs, so maybe not.
Malvitium Turinos. I shall not be swayed from my path.
Are your attributes? You'll be fine.
Let's head
I'm not
out.
gonna die to the brain damage anytime soon. Quarian outcasts.
Let us be careful.
You called? The heart is what I was made for.
Third paladin level. Oh yeah. I could indeed pop the fear thing. I just keep forgetting about it. Oh, hello. There's a few more of you there. Oh, now. Just give them some bait, as usual. Let's do this here, even though I don't think these guys are going to cause much fear on us. Might as well get it out of the way since she's not going to be moving very far anyway.
Endure this!
Is that a trap? It might be a trap.
I don't think it's a trap, Ember. How's my fireballing from here? Alright, all the skeletal champions. I could do a minimum friendly fireball. I did buff my guys with resist fire, right? Yeah. But the cat doesn't take that much damage. Even the skeletons didn't take. Really? That's not how controlled fireball is supposed to work. Right? It's just supposed to cause minimum damage. But it didn't seem to hit them at all. Not the skeletons, not the leopard, no mention of them getting hit there. No saving against it or anything. Should be able to get a nice sonic attack going here. It's a little far. Hit this guy too without hitting my... okay, no, that's not gonna happen. Just hit everyone else then. Stone Skin Communal. Oof. That's a lot of damage that I'm gonna have to do. What was that? Sela got hit and strength damaged? No, Sela deals 2 strength damage. What? Why? I don't understand. Well, whatever. Some things are not for me to understand.
I will resist.
Alright, poor Ivu is down.
Make every strike count.
You guys have pretty high hit chances overall. Fire snake. Doesn't really snake very well there. Let's try another controlled fireball and see if it works the same way again. Yeah, it doesn't look like my guys are taking anything from it. Weird. Oh damn. I guess Ember was a little too close. And these guys are far more damaged than any humans I've fought this far.
I'll cut you wide open.
I guess I haven't fought any humans for a while in this chapter, so I underestimated them a little. The thing is, I kind of wanna... Well, no, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do the revive. Just do Dazzling Display. Stay afraid. Now, when I have a scroll of Breath of Life or something like that, also Tsunami. Name. Scroll of... No? Okay. Huh. I really thought I had one Scroll of Breath of Life. Did I end up using it at some point? I do have these 2 Tarendal scales. Now these just cast Raise Dead, so... Breath of Life is a little different. It needs to be done right after death, or they don't get up. Why am I carrying a Lesser Bolster Rod instead of using it? Yeah, it doesn't look like anything for that here, so we'll just raise her after combat. Yeah, I'm not seeing a Scroll of Breath of Life anywhere. I thought I had one, but I must have used it at some point, or I must have had it in the other game.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Mostly Seal tanks these guys very well.
The spirits demand your blood.
The light takes you.
Desna, guide my hand.
Oh, you can do better than that.
You won't survive me.
Well, apparently you can't.
You are today's sacrifice.
Come on.
Into the fray!
Make your peace.
There we go. So I guess I'll use one of Turndlev's skills.
I'm prepared.
Assuming I don't need this for anything, probably not. She got hit by a lot, or for a
You're a
lot.
good person.
But I also need to... I need to
Trust
start
in yourself.
buffing up the backline more, and also probably not bringing them quite so far forward. And getting a little careless with that. Alright, what do you have? Nothing unique.
Tread lightly.
Alright, it's in the stone.
Done.
Of the forest is in 100 trees. Of the sea in 100 rivers. Sarkor is in 100 plants.
I am helpful. Am I not?
Studded armor of Trinity. Plus 3 studded leather provides transfer DR 3/dash. 3/dash. It's only got a max dex bonus of 5 though. There would be 1 less AC for you. Got 3 DR. Probably not worth it. Okay, so does this area just exit the world map? Or do a sub area? Alright, just exits the world map. So, how much of this area is there? This looks like there's still gonna be a lot of this area. I mean, there seems to be a whole town over there. Let's see. What's in here?
I am helpful. Am I not?
Probably nothing further in this direction. Anyway, I'm gonna call the stream here for tonight. I gotta be somewhere in the morning, so I'd like to get some actual sleep for once. So it's a little bit of a shorter stream, but we'll have a little longer one tomorrow. Depends on how the day goes. So yeah, thanks for watching. Let's see, who's Darkling's live? So let's raid Young. So you can see some Rimworld. As always, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys next stream, and cheers.